Hey everyone, I'm Melissa Kirstoffer, one of the educators here on the Living Drop Collective. I hope you guys are loving the Ditch and Switch series that Kristen and Tyler have put together, along with a lot of all of us educating and supporting you. We have been on this journey for a long time, and so some of this feels repetitive or maybe not even something that we're even thinking about anymore because it's just been a huge change. And for others, this will totally shake you a little bit because sometimes we learn things that we've never been told before, and we have this moment where we go, how come no one's told me this? And so I just am giving you a fair trigger warning today. It's possible that what I'm going to share today you've never heard before. It's possible that you have and you've already made these changes, but I hope that in the comments we can encourage each other towards knowing better and doing better. But it's really important to know that we have to be our own advocate in the world of ditching and switching toxins. So I'm curious, I'm gonna do a little survey. Some of you might know this answer because we've been talking about this on the LDC for a while, if you've been around for a while. But specifically in the cosmetics industry, which I'm not going to talk a lot about cosmetics today, but it just gives us a really good indication of how little we're being told. I want you to guess in the UK and in the US, there are different regulating industries, right, that protect consumers from products that are made by companies. So I want you to guess. So in the UK, 1,328 chemicals or additives or toxins have been banned, specifically in the cosmetic industry. 1,328. That's pretty good, right? That's a regulating industry that's trying to figure out what companies are putting in their products and which ones are harmful based on studies and research, and then they're banning companies from being able to use those because they don't want consumers to be harmed, right? So how many have been banned in the US of A by the FDA? So we have the Food and Drug Administration that supposedly, right, is supposed to be advocating for our health, watching products and foods that come through the market and helping us navigate which ones are safe, right? If it's FDA approved, we assume that has to be okay for us, right? So how many of those ingredients have the FDA banned in the US? 1,300 in the UK. How many in the US? Does anybody know? 13 of you on with me live. I'm curious if anybody knows the answer to that, because it's going to set the stage for how much regulating industries have our back. I know there's a little bit of a lag, so maybe someone's typing. The answer is 11. 11. 1,328 chemicals are banned in the UK. Yeah, Megan's right, less than 20, and the answer is 11 banned in the US. So that's concerning, right? Does that raise a red flag for you and say, I need to start looking into this more for myself? Well, there are 4 products that I think you've got to start with because they have potential to have the most impact and wreak the most havoc on your health. And the first one is deodorant. What deodorant are you using? Anyone brave enough to tell me? I have used a lot of deodorants in my day. I remember being in gym class in elementary school getting practically yelled at by my gym teacher because we were all like changing, right, hormonally, and we stunk. And so she was teaching us about antiperspirant and how we were all supposed to be finding a deodorant with antiperspirant. We could not come to gym class without an antiperspirant. Well, what does that mean? Well, those antiperspirants, how do I say that even, have aluminum in them. They actually have a heavy metal called aluminum in those deodorants that actually block our pores and stop us from perspiring, right? That sounds good, doesn't it? Wrong. Our armpits, our pores are our detox agents, and that is how we get toxins out. And if we block them, specifically in the fatty tissue areas for us women around our breasts, that can be really problematic. And in fact, now studies are showing that those heavy metals are binding in those fatty tissues, and they're actually leading to higher incidences of breast cancer. Whoa. That's a big deal. So what do we need to do? Not block our pores, but kill the bacteria that escapes to eliminate the odor. That's what doTERRA does. with their balanced deodorant. I love this stuff. I have used as many natural deodorants as I have unnatural deodorants, and it took me a long time before doTERRA came out and saved the world because I was having trouble finding one that actually works. So I love this. If it ever feels like I need a little extra boost, I just add a drop of oil to the top of it before I roll it on. So maybe an extra drop of Balance, an extra drop of patchouli. I did an extra drop of petitgrain the other day, which is a great odor eliminator. That's the number one product. The number two product that I think you really got to consider switching over is toothpaste. Have you ever considered what's in your toothpaste? Maybe you think that because you're using it and you're spitting it out and you aren't consuming it that it's not a problem. Well, I'm telling you, it's absorbing into your system within a few seconds. So if you're brushing for longer than about, 12 to 16 seconds, you're consuming what's ever in your toothpaste. Is getting into the capillaries under your tongue. And so there are ingredients like sodium lauryl sulfate in your toothpaste. Have you ever heard that you're not supposed to drink like orange juice right after you brush your teeth because you'll have this really super weird, gross taste? That's not toothpaste that's making that happen. That's sodium lauryl sulfate. It's a chemical that's interacting on your taste buds and actually changes the way that you taste food afterwards. That's crazy. So if you've never done the toothpaste challenge with doTERRA's, it does not have sodium lauryl sulfate in it. I want you to go brush your teeth and then go drink a glass of orange juice, and it won't happen. It's mind-blowing, and we realize it's because of the chemicals in your toothpaste. That's gotta be your number 2 switch. Number 3 is soap products. I'm talking hand soaps, bath soaps, even sanitizers. So when I got pregnant, I started looking into all of this stuff. Right? What's going on in my hands, and is it interacting with my growing baby at all? And I come to find out there are ingredients in your hand soaps and your sanitizers, specifically an ingredient called triclosan that's been studied enough to know that that chemical actually stays in your system. Your body is not able to eliminate it easily because it's so toxic that they are finding it in the cord blood of infants. So the placenta is attached to the umbilical cord. They're testing the blood in that cord and they're finding triclosan, you guys. Seriously, this is a big deal. And so doTERRA makes these switches so easy. doTERRA On Guard hand soap, you're literally pouring it into the foaming pump and using it. That's it. It's so easy. You can add water and dilute it if you want. Woo! Callie, will you grab that for me? I want to grab that sanitizer. They make it so easy. So you can make your own with Castile soap and On Guard oil, but this is the easiest way to go about it. And then On Guard sanitizing spray. We've got to find a way to keep those chemicals off of our hands, and specifically the hands of our children. My daughter does not use sanitizers at school. She does not use the soap at school because if it was like once a week, whatever, I guess my body can maybe deal with it, but they're washing their hands multiple times a day and I can't handle that. So she takes her own little travel foamer pump of this, and she takes her own sanitizer to school, and that's what she uses. So just be an advocate for yourself, be an advocate for your children, and choose better because it's possible. Okay, so the last thing you got to change is your shampoo and conditioner. Did you know that there are ingredients called parabens in your shampoo and conditioner, specifically methylparaben, butylparaben, propylparaben? You're not speaking English anymore, Melissa. Those are chemicals, and they're in your shampoos and conditioners. And you know what they mimic in the body? Estrogen. Estrogen's good, but not fake estrogen. Fake estrogen causes problems, specifically cancers. So I want you to do some research today if you don't believe me, and you can look up parabens and its connection to cancer, and you will find huge research coming back that is a major problem. You maybe even see some big companies now advertising paraben free because they know we're looking. They know we're finally starting to advocate for ourselves, and they are trying to persuade us to purchase their products. So anyway, I want you to be your own advocate. I want you to know that no one out there is doing it for you. There is no company that has your best interest at heart like doTERRA. They're constantly being completely transparent in their packaging and in their labeling and in their communication with us as wellness advocates so that we can communicate to you what's actually in these products. Are they safe? And let's advocate for ourselves and do better. So anyway, I'm encouraged by you all. I can't wait to flip back through here and check out your comments and reply back. Let's do this together.